Live from the basement of the log cabin in sunny Sioux Falls, it's My Dad with Shane Schroeder,
Dylan Moberg,
Sarah Langley,
Bill Zold,
and Scott Ristone.
Welcome back, everybody. Excuse me, and might I add, Season 2, Episode 16, Sunday, June 16th. Subscribe at iTunes. Tell a friend. Facebook, Twitter, 605-610-3070 is the number into the studio today. If you have anything, we are here with a special guest, Ryan Tracy, owner and head chef?
Sure.
Chef?
Chef.
Exec chef?
Bros Brasserie downtown. Same location as next week at this very moment. We will be deep within Smartest Band in Sioux Falls. Go-Go versus Weather's Rest next week starting at 5 o'clock p.m. Doors will open at 4 o'clock. Beer available. It is free to get in the door.
But not free for the beer.
So you just got to buy your own brews. It's free, you cheapskates. That's what I'm saying. Smartest Band in Sioux Falls. 332 South Phillips. So if you're in town or if you're in the area, please stop in if you can and have a nice time with us. There will be prizes and fun for the audience if they show up. If not, it will probably just be
Prizes for all of us.
Bill's wife and us. Which is fine with me. No problem. So back to it, Ryan. You know, we were discussing sort of how you got started, grew up New Orleans. Is it New Orleans or New Orleans?
New Orleans.
Is it New Orleans or New Orleans?
It's not Nolans either.
Is it Nolans?
That's just what the T-shirt says, man. That's not.
It's not Nolans.
No. It's just New Orleans.
Sounds a lot like Nolans.
I'm not saying it like that. I'm not.
Fair enough.
Yep. I'm
Started
not
out
saying it
there,
anymore.
high school, brawny athlete.
Whatever.
That's right, you were. you lifted weights and shit. You've told me before.
I did lift weights. I did
you
gain
ate
weight.
like. I remember one time you told me that you, as a training regimen, you ate like a half or you ate 1 dozen
Gallon of milk.
1 dozen breakfast sandwiches from McDonald's.
That was part of a regiment, but it was also a little bit of gluttony on my part.
I like the honesty.
Yes.
So yeah,
This show is all about honesty.
I pretty much did it because I could.
well, yeah.
do it.
It wouldn't matter if you
It
ate
was-
a dozen.
Yeah,
But how do you physically eat a dozen?
you weigh a lot.
And how many hash browns?
Like at 9, 10.
Oh my god.
I ate those things in like 2 bites. I thought it was funny. I was stupid. You know, we just discussed this earlier.
Right.
I was stupid. I was like, hold, you know, it's like, swallow it.
So I currently eat Swiss cake rolls.
So
Always
you know
have,
what I'm
always
saying.
will.
Exactly. There we go.
Too.
It's a different regimen.
Well, Bill doesn't have a regimen.
No, more.
It involves Swiss cake rolls and the internet, but not masturbation.
Wah, wah, wah.
So once you got a job in full-time job in a kitchen,
Yeah.
at the hospital,
Yep.
and when you moved on from there, did you move to a smaller, like a restaurant style?
No, I moved to Westward Hill Country Club.
Wow, so it's almost the same situation.
Kind of, but I mean less of an institution, more freedom to kind of do what you want, and 2 restaurants to run while you're supervising banquets and weddings and things like that, private parties.
So what position did you hold at the hospital?
It was just like whatever their HR robot title is for it. Cook
guy in
for,
the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And when you moved to the country club, did you same thing?
I started off as a sous chef there and ran what's called the copper room line there, which is more like their like 19th hole. You know what I mean? Like just the bar and
what?
grill, like the 19th hole, like the clubhouse. on a golf course.
Golf courses have clubs where the golfers go to drink and
There's
eat
18
after.
holes on a golf
After the
course.
yeah,
Right.
thank you,
They-
thank you for
19.
explaining.
Yeah, it's usually called the 19th hole.
I really
Yeah.
thought you had some class, Scott, but you really just dropped down.
Haven't you been golfing?
I thought you liked to golf.
What golf
I
course?
thought you knew what I was talking
What
about.
golf course do you go to with 19 holes? Is it
No,
It's
like,
no,
called
no,
the
it's-
19th
It's like a
hole.
joke.
is it an Amish golf course?
You munch?
Is that like a Kingpin reference?
I'm sorry. Go on.
Well, no, and so I ran that line for 9 months, I believe, and then there was some major turnover there, and I was promoted to executive chef
Okay. And so once you're at a country
at
club, though,
25. I think I was. I'm totally not sure.
you're in a country club setting. People are paying membership fees. They're paying
Correct.
a lot of money to be there. How much
Correct.
freedom do you get?
With the food,
As long as they like it?
you're good, as much as you want.
Right. If they like it, you're fine.
Yeah, basically, if they like it, you're fine.
Right.
The problem the problem there was just there wasn't enough members actually coming to the club to eat, and so it just
So what's
then it presents a strain on your budget.
Right.
You
So it
know
makes
what I
it
mean?
difficult to build a
Right, no revenue,
Right.
lots of loss of income. You know what I mean? Like people just aren't coming.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not really promoting it either. Like, there were some differences that I had with the way it was promoted and all that, but that's just whatever, water under the bridge. But
And it's a members only dining room. Period.
generally
Unless
speaking,
you're a guest.
there's some weird rules and bylaws and whatnot that I wasn't ever familiar with because I didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
I was a full member though. However, while I was there, I never really attended. But
Did you at least go into the clubhouse, check out some old weird members
No.
in the showers?
It's-
I was thinking about swimming pool.
I mean, I wouldn't.
nope, never did it.
Hot
Could
tub?
have, but didn't want to. Nope, never did the hot tub.
No,
No.
just checking.
Nope, nothing. Don't like where this is going. Anyway. Anyway, yeah, I mean, was there for, I think, 3 years.
As
and then,
exec?
As exec, yep. And moved on from there and went to Looks Market, actually. I was chasing dollar signs. I thought it was going to be
Right.
bad move, my part. Not fun job. Ryan can't sit around. So moved on from there. And then landed back at Westward Ho for a little while as a sous chef. Just kind of thought I wanted to get out of the whole game. This whole time I had part-time jobs along with my full-time job. I actually worked in the building that I own now. Back in 2000 was the first time I worked in that building for Kelly Sanchez when it was
Right.
Fat Duck Bistro.
On the line.
Yep, on the line. I actually was promoted to sous chef by the time I was done, but that was just because I was so bored at McKinnon. I had to do something for like a release. You know what I mean?
Who was exec there?
Kelly Sanchez.
He
He
was.
was the owner and chef, just like very similar to I am now. But it was then that I really decided like I wanted to buy that place because back then that was really the only gig in town. Like you have Minerva's and that.
Right.
That was it.
For sure. I mean, you and every chef in town wanted to buy that place.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't that much because it was Tina's before that. See, Kelly made it the two sides that it is now.
Right.
Tina's was just the one side, and then Tina came back in after Kelly, and then I ended up working for her, as well as another owner. So 3 owners entirely in the building I worked for.
Did you get to her new place in 8th and Railroad much?
I don't get there as often as I should. Tina's definitely one of my idols. Like, as far as like a chef in Sioux Falls that I look up to, definitely her because she's got brass, dude. Yeah.
Just for people not local, we're talking about local chef Tina Keene.
Yes.
Owns K, which
Yeah.
is located in town, 8th and Railroad.
Yeah, I like her. She's definitely a strong lady. I mean, to have the balls to open up a restaurant in the economy and environment she opened up a restaurant in, there was nothing downtown.
There was nothing.
nothing.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember that me and Mike, now downtown business owners as
Yeah.
well, used to go down there and have breakfast.
Absolutely.
Like every weekend.
Yep.
And it was the only thing on the block.
Right.
It was like that in a Quiznos.
Yeah, the quiz.
You've been listening to And Might I Add. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Vine. Subscribe at iTunes. Listen live every Sunday at 5 p.m. Central at andmightiadd.com. Thanks for tuning in. This is diddly shit.